YouTube, what's going on? Woody P coming back with another one. Let's get it. You know I gotta keep the fire coming. Let's keep it rolling. Today I pretty much want to do a follow-up video to a video I dropped yesterday. Video I dropped about Jalen Rose and Malika Andrews and that situation, that incident. I felt like Jalen Rose was wrong in that situation. Definitely feel like Jalen Rose was wrong in that situation. You can't be touching, co-workers and employees, people that you work with, especially if they're not cool with it. She touching my armpit, things like that. And she didn't come to his defense and get under his comments and say, yeah, you're right, you're my bro, all fun and games and things like that. She didn't come to his defense. So I feel like Jalen Rose was wrong in that situation. Just keep your hands to yourself. Like I said, unless you having sexual relations with, your coworker, one of your employees, you don't really know how they view you, in that aspect. So gotta be careful with that. So I want to do a follow-up video of how to deal with women like Malika Andrews. Yeah, she's been heating up the airwaves lately. A lot of men feel like she has hatred for, melanated men, and she has hidden agenda, things like that. And it could very well be true. This could very well be true, but today I'm all about solutions. So today I'm going to tell you how to deal with women like Malika Andrews, narcissists, all about the, women power, all about that type of feminist movement and things like that. Nothing wrong with it, but I'm going to tell you how to deal with women like Malika Andrews. Yes. So this is going to be pretty much a follow-up video to a video I dropped yesterday. Like I said, I feel like Jalen Rose, keep your hands to yourself. Jalen Rose likes to shit where he eat. Like I said, he just dated Molly Querum, a couple years ago. Now, touching your employees, your co-workers and things like that. It's not cool. I don't care how friendly people want to say it is and things like that. If it was so friendly, she would have never said what she said, and she would have came to his defense. But despite all of that, I'm going to tell you how to deal with women like Malika Andrews, as a guy, as a man. So lock in. I'm all about solutions. So lock in. It's going to be a great one. Lock in. Before I start the video, please press the entire video. Subscribe to the channel to receive more content like this, just kind of about life and various topics. Let's get it. Yes, now, when you're dealing with women like Malika Andrews, narcissists, she seems like she has hidden agenda, power hungry, things like that. You have to be careful. You have to sit back and watch. Sit back and watch. Like when she tried to come at Stephen A. Crazy. Remember when she came at Stephen A. Crazy? For those who don't remember, with the Ime Udoka situation, she tried to come at Stephen A. Crazy. Listen up.
Stephen A., crazy. With all due respect, this is not about pointing the finger. Stop. What became apparent to me in this press conference is that we do not have all of the information here, and it was frustrating to me that the Celtics declined to elaborate or to give more specifics about what exactly the rule breaking was that led us to this point. To that, I just want to get that out of the way first. But to answer your question, Molly, I think what stood out to me, I think what stood out to me is that.
So, like I said, when you're dealing with women that's talking crazy, don't really care about status, because Stephen A., let's be real, he's one of the top guys at ESPN. She talked to him like he was a little boy, talking about stop it. Talked to him like he was a little boy, things like that. So when you're dealing with women like this, you got to sit back and say, oh, okay, she only respects maybe someone that she's dealing with, in a sexual manner, or someone that really has power or control over her, because she didn't get disciplined for that Stephen A. Smith situation. Not saying that she should have been disciplined for that situation, but a subscriber dropped something in the comments that, relayed the message that she didn't get, disciplined for that Stephen A. Smith situation. And that kind of brought light to me, because he's one of the top guys at ESPN, and she didn't get disciplined for that. Then that means she's doing what she's told to do, period. She's doing what she's told to do, and she has an agreement or some type of relationship with someone above Stephen A. Smith to the point where she feel like she can talk like that. Stephen A., he checked her. Check it out.
Let me be very clear. I don't appreciate where you're going with that. I'm not blaming anybody but Ime Udoka. He deserves, the fact of the matter is, I've said, he deserved to be fired if they were going to fire him. If you're not going to fire him, then don't fire him. My issue is all of this being publicized. The point that I'm trying to make is just like you're not mentioning. Excuse me. I listened to you. You're the one telling me to stop on my show. It ain't happening. Okay, that's number one. Number two, I've already said he deserves to be fired, or he deserves to be there and handle it internally and privately.
So I feel like she has some type of relationship from someone higher up that's above Stephen A. To feel like, she could talk to him like that. When you're dealing with women like Malika Andrews, you got to just sit back and be like, oh, that's how she talk? That's how she feel? So you got to be careful with your words. You got to kind of play defense around her. Play defense, but play offense when it's time to play offense. Shoot your open shots, like Stephen A. Be precise with your words. Like, play defense, but be precise with your words when it's time to play offense, like Stephen A. was. Stephen A. gave a perfect example of how he was precise with his words and how he put her in check. But you have to watch what you say around these type of people. But when you say something, speak with authority and be precise. And do your homework. You got to do your homework when you talk around these, personality, types, like Malika Andrews, because she'll try to bring up some shit from the past or anything. You have to, because she's that narcissist type. Always have to be right. So be precise with your words. You have to, like I say, pretty much play defense. You have to. You have to counter her. She's the type you have to counter her. Because she's always looking to counter you. So you have to pretty much play defense when you're dealing with women like Malika Andrews. Just sit back and you got to pretty much listen. But when it's time to talk and, give your input or whatever the case may be, you got to be real precise and, speak with authority. Simple as that. If you're going to deal with, these personality type, like Malika Andrews, you have to. And you can't play around. Don't play around. You can't play around with these type of women. No, you can't. You can't. Unless you're really having sexual relations with these type of women, you don't be playing around with that touchy feeling and all of that. I don't care how friendly you think it is. No, they have a hidden agenda. They have a hidden agenda. So, give the rock. Don't be doing all the hug and things like that. Get a rock, what's up, whatever the case may be. You can't be touchy-feely. You can't. Because they will use this against you. Especially if you're in a power position. She's power hungry. She'll comfort your spot. She wants the top spot. So you got to be careful. That's why Stephen A. careful with his words, but speak with authority and precise. You have to be. So that's how you deal with, women like Malika Andrews. You got to be precise with your words. Don't play around with them. Don't leave any meat on the bone. And sit back and pretty much, listen, because they like to try to counter you, so you got to pretty much counter them. So, yeah, I'm all about solutions. This is how you deal with, women like Malika Andrews, who you feel like have something against you or things like that. Like, it is what it is. Men, we're at a disadvantage because, pushing this, you know, movement or whatever the case may be, but it is what it is. So got to make your adjustments. It's all about making adjustments and moving accordingly. Make adjustments and move accordingly. But yeah, that's how you, my opinion, how you deal with, you know, women like Malika Andrews and her personality type. So let me know what y'all think. Drop some down in the comments. I ain't gonna stop. I love it. We keep the fire coming. Hit that bell icon and share the video. Best way you can support. So keep another one coming. Knock another one out. Bah, bah, bah. Let's get it.